Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. In the corner, Middleton with it. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
And Montezuma's actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets look to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden. And Montezuma is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
Rockets ball.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Beverly, the pass to Harden. Here's Howard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. So it's the Bucks now. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. Dishes to Henson. Back to Carter Williams. And stolen by Ariza. Pass to Beverly. For the 3. Good. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Here's Carter Williams. Kicks it down to Middleton. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game, scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. Shoots it. Here's Howard. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
Here's Harden. The shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Henson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. That drops.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Now, here is Harden. Howard, the pass to Montezuma. It's Ariza on the wing. Now the pass to Beverly. Tries yet again. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for John Henson. Mayo comes in for Monroe. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but With his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Capella.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
It's stolen by Jones. Wasink kicks to Decker. Got a piece of it. Mayo into the lane. And that one's good. Mayo's got his first 2 points of the night.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
That's good.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Jones, no luck.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
And that is good.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Mayo drives in. Now, here's Decker. Defense is right there. Lawson from outside. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Mayo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands out. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
Here's Howard. Pulls it up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
The Bucks making a change here. Monroe's checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Outside Mayo. Screen by Monroe. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Bumped on the way up, but hits it. And they call the blocking foul.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Harden dishes to Beverly. Back to Harden. Out to the wing. Fires from 14. And Motiejunas picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
It's Harden with the drive. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Rockets on top, up 6. And we'll be back with you right after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Houston. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Ariza in the 3, the small forward.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
For 3.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That's his first personal.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Carter Williams. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps it jammed. I mean, just beautiful. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Houston moving it around. Beverly, the pass to Harden. 4 on the clock. No good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. The feed to Carter Williams. Monroe kicks to Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Rockets leading by 3. Carter Williams again. Lawson. Jones trying to get open. A shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got his first points of the night. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. And it's Middleton penetrating. Henson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. Here's Capella. The second chance effort. Misses the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
And now your new
Timeout called the Bucks.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
Parker's checked in for the Bucks. Lawson in the corner. From past the arc. And Henson pulls it down. Here's Middleton. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
That's his first personal.
On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
And Jabari Parker, as a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Harden the pass to Howard. Harden has a wide-open look. He's off from 17 feet.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Henson. Here's Middleton. Shoots. The offensive rebound. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Goes back up. And he overshot that one, missing.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Takes the 13-footer.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's Middleton penetrating. Parker kicks to Middleton. Back to Parker. And that one's good. Parker's got 7 points.
And, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
Here's Eunice. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And that one's good. Parker.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
The Rockets trail. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eunice.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for John Henson. Mayo comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
They set the pick. Mayo kicks to Parker, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Parker's got 8 here in the quarter.
It looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3 ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now. And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Ariza outside. Here's Harden. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Taking 2 shots.
Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. John Henson out there at Greg Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo in the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Doubled by Henson. Thornton no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Rockets foul call.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Carter Williams with the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Jones drives in. Here's Decker. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. Back to Carter Williams. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Ariza. And Harden with the stuff.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on, he's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Bayless is checked in for Antetokounmpo.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and L.A. that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
The Rockets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And Harden with the stuff. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And it seems, Greg, that, you know, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin? Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon. No greater roster of big men than that one there.
Carter Williams, the pass to Henson. Back to Carter Williams. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. Timeout called the Rockets. When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Wow, that's right. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Henson. Parker comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Mayo in for Carter Williams. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Bayless. The Rockets pull it in. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
And Plumlee kicks to Mayo. No good from outside. Rockets leading by 3. And Harden with the stuff.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
And Bayless kicks to Plumlee. To the middle. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Bayless. Bayless has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. Beverly dishes to Howard. In the corner, Harden. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's now 18 points for James Harden.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Monroe the pass to Bayless. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Offline with his three. The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26-15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them.
Goes up on the high post. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Houston making some changes. Here's Decker. Here's Capella. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Capella's got 6.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lawson kicks to Thornton. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Tipped away. Lets it go from 14. Excellent D there for Mayo.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Rockets ahead. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Jones is out there with Decker. Then it's Thornton. Then it's Lawson. And it's Capella in the pivot spot manning the middle.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And Decker slams it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Carter Williams. Second chance shot. Here's a quick shot. Off the left rim and out.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Decker. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Henson the pass to Parker. To tie it up. And the layup is good. Parker's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, you talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Another miss by Houston.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Will it go? It's Harden with the drive. And he gets the bucket.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Parker.
Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
Middleton right side. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And Middleton kicks to Carter Williams. Banked in off the glass. Carter Williams has got 12 points in just the second half. And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
They get a hand on it. And here we go.
Whoa! I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee in the lead. Carter Williams dishes to Middleton. And it's Monroe at the elbow. Pass to Carter Williams. That's good. Carter Williams has got 20.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
And Howard with the stuff.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Carter Williams, the pass to Henson. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Ariza goes in. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Talk about some great numbers for Trevor Ariza. He's got 10 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker. If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a 1-possession game. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Down low. Monroe. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Kicks to Moniunas. To the paint. Here's Howard. Count it!
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
And Monroe kicks to Henson. They get it back. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Passed to Henson. Howard with the steal.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. Well, let's see what happens right here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 5. 7 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza dishes to Beverly. Another miss by Houston. And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt. But give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.